Okay, so here's what happened. Back in 1.5, we used to have a really incredible base. It was equipped with tons of stuff. We had several faction members, and we all worked really hard to make sure we had one of the best, if not the best base. We had archer towers and defended walls, iron golem spawners.
I'll flip that switch and it automatically suffocates them.
An intricate item sorting system that filtered out all stackable items. Villager trading. A big trophy room that commemorated a lot of our raids. More beacons than we know what to do with, stargates that allowed us to travel all the way around the world. We had hoarded loot. We had buildings that were made just for traps. But then when Mojang came out with 1.6, the server had a lot of reasons to reset the map. So we lost everything and we started anew on a new map. We wanted to start fresh with an even bigger and better base than the one that we had before, but we lost one of our faction members when he went to college, Brian got a new job, I went on a vacation to the Canadian Rockies, and our faction kind of fell apart. But vacation's over, and we're back, and we're going to start a new faction. We're going to create it better than anything we've done before, and we're going to keep it small. Only people we can trust, and this time, we're going to do it right. Hey everybody, this is RonnygoBOOM, and this is episode 5 of my Let's Play series. So I have a couple goals today. This place is not cleared out super well, but it seems to be cleared out just well enough for me to start my sorting system. So, as I mentioned before, the spawners are under this floor, so we want to spend most of our time on this floor. So we're going to have all of our machines here, but we're also going to have all of our chests here. And the sorting system is going to filter out every single item that's stackable that we have, and it'll put them in their appropriate chests so that we don't have to run around and do it ourselves. It looks like people have been trying to give me sand, and it's been really nice of them. We're trying to build our walls outside, and they look really good. Brian's been doing a really good job. I guess I can show you that before we start. So lots of people have been putting sand in our hoppers out front, which is really great. It's been helping us a lot. Here are the collection chests for the drops. Second chest, empty. Ollie, I don't know who left us 10 diamonds, but Ollie said he left us some good tools, and we obviously have some good tools. He said he left us a stack of diamonds, which is really nice. I really thank Ollie for that, it's very nice. Lots of sand, some enchanted tools, a sword, some redstone. Really good stuff. Lots of nice donations. So thanks specifically to Ollie and Prodigy. And keep them coming, and we'll keep building, and I'll keep making videos. First things first. Right there I started some of the infrastructure, and I'll show you how it works. So, the first thing I did was I counted to the side to make sure that I have enough space. So right here I have a double layer. So this is a double layer protective wall so that nobody is able to horse glitch into my base. And then eventually I'll have a layer right here, like another wall right here, to prevent people from lifting in, and that will have a double wall as well. Now over to the edge I have wilderness here, so 1 layer, 2 layer, redstone. So on this I have redstone that goes like this, and I can just place this all down. Here's a block, and then here we need a comparator. Compare. And then underneath we need a repeater. So we need a repeater in that block down there. Right now I don't have enough repeaters, but it needs to be facing that way. So for now, because I don't have enough repeaters, I'm simply going to make a little scaffold. And And this last redstone piece will be the last thing that I do. Okay, so I'll put repeaters across here. All set to 1. First position, rather. Okay, just double checking my position. Okay, and now that those repeaters are there, now I can fill this in. Get out of there, torch. And here I can put my redstone. All set. Now all I have to do is continue the scaffold, this exact same design, all the way, and I will have a working sorting system. Now what I've chosen to do for my sorting system this time, which is a little bit different than last time, is instead of putting this all on one side, what I'm going to do instead is to alternate sides. So right here, I'm going to take out these. And what this does is it prevents these adjacent redstone from affecting each other. So if one of these things overflows here, has too many items in it, and the chest fills up all the way to the top, it won't drain out all the items from everything else. So instead what I'll do is I'll put one on the opposite side, right over here. So eventually a hopper will go right here. But just for now, there will be some comparators. And comparators go right here, and they go opposite these guys. So it looks like one goes here, one goes here, one goes here, and so on. So I'll fill this in, fill this in, fill this in, and redstone, top bone, repeater, oh, sorry, repeater goes this way. Repeater heads back into that block because on the side of this block we need a redstone torch. And just like these, I need redstone torches. So 2 mini repeaters. Bang. And so on. Oh, Brian's on. Okay. Redstone torch, redstone torch, redstone torch. Okay, so this kind of pattern has to get repeated over and over and over again. Hoppers will go here and they'll lead down into chests and they'll filter out a specific item each. And then there will be a line of hoppers that goes across the whole thing, kind of like this. And this hopper will go into this hopper, which leads into this hopper, which leads into this hopper, etc. But every time they go over one of these sorting systems, it'll take the item out and put it in the chest if it contains the items that are filling up that hopper. So for example, right here I have a hopper facing that wall and I fill it with cobble. And I fill it with just enough cobble to give off a 2 redstone signal. Oh, it'll be on this side. So items going through this hopper trail will get sucked out if it's cobble. So 1 cobble will get sucked out, and then that 1 cobble will cause this 2 redstone signal to complete, which will trigger that repeater underneath, which will trigger this redstone torch underneath, which will trigger this hopper underneath it to start sucking cobble out, but it only lasts once. Hey Brian. Just explaining sorter. Okay, Brian wants me to come up. Step. So difficult. Video settings, normal plus 64. Okay. Render distance is up. Oh, hey cool guy. Oh, it looks like he blocked this off. No, not completely. Oh, no way. Oh, I wonder who did that. That's so nice. I'm filming. Well, that was nice. I guess leave in the comments if you did it and take credit for it. That's pretty nice. And Brian's obviously been working on this wall. I think it looks great. Okay, see you soon. Now, I would just continue the scaffolding for the sorter all day. But for now, I'll just show you the easiest and quickest system to do it. And the way to do that is to just pick one task and repeat it over and over and over again. Now, this is the method that Chinese farmers use to get wild gold. This is the method that the most efficient companies do to outsource everything. Nike makes their shoes this way. And I'm just employing a really simple concept and that is become an expert at one thing and do it a lot. And my one thing that I'm going to do right now is lay down the tracks in cobble for my system. So I start off with a block there, block here, and I just continue all the way around. So I start with the lowest block that needs to be placed, which is this one. And I just go all the way to the end until I've finished my double wall. So I'll get all this stuff out of the way. Good thing I have a good pick. Get out of here, gravel. Okay, takes care of you. Waste a little bit. Okay. Now I'll continue this very bottom step. Bottom step, bottom step, bottom step. All the way till the edge of the wall. And then I do the same here. And then I do this one. Now if I had all my repeaters, which I should have, but I'm not prepared for this video as I'm supposed to be, I would just go along with the repeaters and go every other one, and do that all at the same time. But since I'm not prepared to do this, and I just wanted to make a video quick, you're not going to see the full effects. So I'll just do this part right here. Okay, and then I would go by and do all the redstone. Oh, actually, I'd do redstone after I did this layer on top. But I think you get the picture. So that being said, I will drop all this stuff off in a chest where I can come back and get it easily to continue my work. This will be my making the sorter chest. And I will head downstairs and start with the next project, which is making a sugarcane farm. Now, I know this isn't very exciting. I know I really want to get into PvP, but it's kind of silly and irresponsible and a waste of time to PvP if you're just going to lose all the time. And the way to not lose is to use as many resources as you have available. And right now, I don't have a lot of resources available, so I'm building my resources. And the way that I'm doing that is with an efficient sorting system. When I'm finished with that, I'll make ways to get diamond armor really high powerful diamond armor very quickly, and then I'm just going to go raiding like crazy. Because there will be nothing in my way. I won't have to spend my time sorting, I won't have to spend my time getting armor, I won't have to spend my time making potions, because I'll have systems and machines that will be able to do that for me all the time, and all I have to do is go out and collect it from people. But for now, I have to set up the infrastructure. So Brian and I both set up this idea for a sugarcane farm, and he actually made it very easy for me by getting all of these materials ready. And here's the basic design. So this is the most space efficient way to make a sugarcane farm. What you do is you put water around squares of sugarcane. So if I put water here, oh, I need my lily pads. And you'll actually need a lot more lily pads, but I'll just do this to show you the idea. So we put a lily pad here, and then because of that lily pad, we can have sugarcane all around it. Put another one here, put a lily pad over it. Because that water is there, we can put water on all sides. Now, I read somewhere that sand is very, very slightly faster at growing sugarcane than grass. And Brian must have missed the memo. But that's just fine. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. All these holes right here are for glowstone. And this doesn't have to be in every single one, but it's cool because it lights up the place. And this is actually Brian's idea. I've never seen this before, but it's brilliant, I gotta tell you. But it lights up the place really well and efficiently, and you don't have to waste room up here. You can just have a 3-high wall and it's already lit for you. I thought it's pretty cool, and it even goes through all the water. So just like with the other system, the best way to do this is just to go around and do your entire job the best that you can with everything. So right now I'm just going to go around and do all the glowstone, and I'll do it systematically. So glowstone done, done, done. It looks like Brian's already done some of this. But everywhere that I can place glowstone, I will place it. And then I'll turn around and come back and do the same thing. Okay, I'm boring myself. I'll just skip over some of this and let you know when I'm finished. Okay, cool. I guess it's time to start filling up with water. And I like to do this just in a spiral out from the center. I guess this would be a little easier if I had 20 buckets and I could just go around and switch buckets. Or 9 buckets, I guess, would be the best. Because I'm good with my hotkeys. Oh, it's also important. Over the edges need water too. So basically what you do is you just put water there, and it puts water all along this edge. So you don't need to worry about these back ones having water. Otherwise this spot right here, which would be connected to there, would get it, and this one would get it. But this one right here wouldn't, unless this water was allowed to run back there. So make sure you don't fill in those blocks. So what you do is you just fill in all the sugarcane one, and it'll grow, and then you could run around, and what you do is you just hit the second piece. So you start in a corner, and you can put lily pads on top of all of these. As long as it's a source block, you can put a lily pad on top of it. And the lily pads prevent you from falling in. So what you do is you just run, holding the left mouse button, you just hold that and you click and you run, and you run, and you run, and you go all the way down to the end, looking that way, and then what you do is you just move up until you're right next to the next piece, and you do the same thing but going back. And then you complete that going back and forth until the entire room is cleared. And that's that. So I'm going to do this, and I will let you go, and I'll turn back on my camera if anything exciting happens. Hey everybody! Okay, so I kind of skipped ahead a little bit, and I'm just about to finish putting down all the water for my sugarcane farm. And some of you might be asking yourselves, why is he making such a giant sugarcane farm? Nobody needs that much paper when you already have an enchanting table with all the bookshelves. Well, I want lots and lots of paper so that I can do villager trading. Now, I'll show you guys villager trading in a future video, but the most important thing that you get from villager trading used to be diamonds, and it was incredible because you could just get any kind of diamond pieces that you need, diamond armor, diamond weapons, diamond picks, anything you needed, you could just trade villagers for it by giving them paper. And for some reason they love paper and they give you emeralds for paper, and then you trade those emeralds back to them and you get those diamond gear. But even better than that, in the last couple updates, you're able to occasionally get a librarian that sells you really good books. For example, Unbreaking 3, Protection 4, and they'll sell it for a lot of emeralds, usually about 30 plus emeralds, which is a lot. It's an expensive deal. But when you have that much paper, it's totally worth it, and that's why you need a lot of sugarcane to trade for it. Now, in order for me to harvest this efficiently, I'd like to be able to just run sideways. But because all these holes are in the way, I'm not able to do that right now. So to prevent me from falling in the holes, the next step is to do lily pads. And what you do is you just walk around and put lily pads in every single water source block. The problem is I just ran out of lily pads, and it'd be a pain in the butt to try and put lily pads down when the sugarcane's all here. So for now, I'm just going to store my sugarcane, my water buckets, and everything left over into that chest. I just put on some crappy iron armor. It's not really worth much to me. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Live Map, and to get more lily pads, I'm going to find a swamp that doesn't really have anybody nearby. Ideally, I would use an invisibility potions to not show up on Live Map, because then nobody would find me for sure. But because I'm low on funds right now, instead what I'll do is I'll just find a swamp biome, and you can actually even see the lily pads here on Live Map. You just find a swamp biome, and so it looks like South 4 is going to be the place to go. So there are lots of lily pads right by there. So I'm going to go to spawn. If you don't have access to /spawn because you're not a donator, no big deal. Just use your Stargates to get back to spawn. And I just have to be as quick as I can, get my lily pads, and run before people start to try and gank me. Okay, South 4, and go, 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 go. Now I just want to run and get as many lily pads as I can. Got 2. Now normally everybody would only get 1 lily pad by breaking 1 lily pad, but I get double drops occasionally because I have a high herbalism skill. And I'll show you guys the other benefits and how to grind herbalism skill in a future video. Make sure you swim down and get your lily pads. Now I'm pretty worried here because I'm worried that somebody's going to go through that Stargate and then come and kill me, invisible or not. So I'm going to kind of keep an eye on that Stargate while I'm kind of close to it and see if anybody comes. I'd like to have maybe a stack of lily pads. Maybe 2. Oh, slimes are cool too. I don't live in an area where slimes spawn anymore, so I need slime balls whenever I can get them, because I like to make traps, and sticky pistons are often a pretty important facet to making traps. But again, I just want to get in, get out, get my stuff, and not be out in the open on Live Map for any extended period of time. So let's get back to work getting lily pads. Okay, here's one. And I'm dipping down so that I can grab those items as they fall. Lily pad here. Now lily pads naturally spawn in swamp biomes, but they also naturally spread on water. So if I were just to make a big lake in my house, I could make a lily pad farm just by putting a lily pad in it, and they would spread around. And I'm pretty sure that they spread in a fashion similar to mushrooms, but I'm not absolutely positive about that. So I said I was going to go until I had a stack, but just because I'm super paranoid and I don't want to get ganked out here with all the lily pads that I've already gotten, I'm going to go make a pit stop at home, put the lily pads down as soon as I stop lagging. I'll take a pit stop at home, put the lily pads safe in my chest, and then I'll come back and get more if I need them. So, see you at my base. Man, I do not like this entrance. It is not nearly secure enough. Oh, dang. Yeah, I don't like that at all. No, sir. Okay, alright. So I'll go down, and I'll start putting out some lily pads. Another interesting fact about lily pads also is that... Ooh, that's interesting. Sorry, as I was saying, another interesting fact about lily pads is that if you place a lily pad, every single block has a specific direction assigned to it where those lily pads will always face. And I'm not sure if it's random or how it's done, but I know that it happens every single time. So for example, that lily pad, that Pac-Man kind of looking thing will always show up to the left, no matter how many times I place it on this block. No matter what direction, no matter what I do in between, it'll always face that direction. So, for example, if you just have one piece of water in your land and you place down this lily pad, you could use it as a compass. So, for example, if this lily pad faces east, I'm facing east right now, and I know that, I could just have one lily pad in my base, and I would always know which way is east. It kind of points in that direction. It's not the most useful thing in the world, but it's kind of an interesting little fact. It can be used to make like combination locks, like a little secret passcode. I saw a video for that a while back. It was kind of funny. Alright, so I'm out of lily pads, and it looks like I'm going to need more than a stack left. I'm going to need a couple stacks. But I'll drop off the bucket, and I'll head back. And I'll do it again. Grab some more lily pads. Back to South 4. Dang. So honestly, there has been a little bit of lag on the server lately, but they are working on it, and the reason is because we just started the new hub server, which is pretty freaking cool. And I don't mind a little bit of lag for the first couple days of the hub server while they're working out bugs, as long as we have the hub server. I mean, it's a fantastic trade-off. I would do it any day. I would choose it. It's important to make those little pit stops while you're mining, while you're gathering any kind of good if you're out in the open on live map, because, man, people are ruthless. Oh, yeah, I do. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, so it looks like I missed a couple glowstone. So let's fill these in. Fill them in with water. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go to spawn and trade Connor C for some lily pads. I'll just give him a couple diamonds and here we go. Here's your diamonds. Oh. Oh, here's your diamonds. What? Don't you want your diamonds? Oh. Well, it looks like Beefcake got some free diamonds because of the lag. Yay for Beefcake. Stealing my diamonds. I don't care, I got my lily pads. Thank you, Connor. Holy crow, there are a lot of people in spawn. Nobody follow me. Nobody. Don't follow me. Don't follow me and don't kill me. That would be nice. Don't do it. Don't. Let's go up here. Let's actually go in a door that I can get into this time. And safe, maybe? Invisible people? No? Okay. Alright, let's go finish the farm. Finish the farm. Finish the farm. Okay. Here we go. The last of the paths. Okay, if you see any missed spots, there's one, there's one. I think that's it. I think we got it. Oh yeah, I think we got it. And I'll grab some sugarcane to fill in the rest. And here we go. Just hold down right click and go row by row. Alright, and that's about it. All I have to do is finish up putting the sugarcane down and there we go. I have a fully completed and ready to use sugarcane farm. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Please subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. And be sure to keep in touch and keep updated with my channel because I'll be posting some videos very soon. I finished my sorter and I can't wait to post those videos. And right after I finish that, we'll be able to start PvP. Thanks, guys.